What's going on, everybody? Welcome in for the national championship game. University of Purdue Boilermakers, Indiana's arch rival, in-state rival, versus the UConn Huskies. Arguably the two best overall teams in the country this year, at least two of the most consistent. And here we go. Don't know what we're going to get. But if you kind of look at what we saw throughout this tournament, uh, we saw some of what Indiana tried to produce as a team. They tried to produce an inside-out game where the three-point shot was fed from the post, and these two teams do that really well. Edey's an excellent passer. The boy from UConn, 32, I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. He's an excellent passer, and the athleticism on the wings and stuff like that. That's what and tough defense. That's what wins these games. That's what wins these championships. And depth, utilization of depth, and actually having great depth, great players, buying into a culture. That's the big reason Purdue's here is they have a culture. Danny Hurley at UConn is creating a culture. We see where we need to be as Hoosier fans. We see what our team needs to look like. Most of the teams that are competitive in here, that is exactly what they are. They are teams that are about each other, not just about individual accolades. Look, there might be a few NBA guys in here today, but these are teams. They play team basketball, and I think we're in for a treat tonight. I really think we're in for a game that is going to do college basketball proud. I think UConn is the better team, but we'll see how it turns out. Miss Mary, how are you doing, dear? It's good to see you. So we're going to chill tonight. We're going to hang out. Kaufman Wren has just been announced and coming onto the floor. I don't think it really comes down to the bigs today. It comes down to how Braden Smith handles the guards of UConn, or how they handle him. It doesn't seem like, I think his youth is going to play a part and being a problem. Don't forget the kid from UConn. What's up, Mark? How are you doing, bro? The kid from UConn that went to school with Ja'Kai Newton, who dominated that last game. I am, Mary. I'm not spending the weekend up there because I don't have the time for that. But I'm going to spend all day Saturday at Freedom Fest. Yes. Yo! Alex has been over playing some PGA tonight. Be sure to stop by and smash the like over there as well. Yes, Fundamental. I hung out. You were at ground zero, bro. You were 100% where you're at. We were at 99 where I was, but I did get some. I got some cool footage and some pictures and stuff like that. It was crazy watching the sun reflect off the moon and glisten like water. I'm having an internet issue tonight. If you haven't noticed, my connection has bottomed out for a little bit here, so hopefully that chills in due time here. It keeps coming and going, so. Yeah, Alex is streaming PGA tonight, but she did want to stop by. Hey, Mark, how much school you got left, bro? Mark's like, boo, UConn. I think UConn wins this game in athleticism and toughness for sure. I really, really like their team. Two weeks in grad school, man, I congratulate you, bro. Making that step, getting that far, you're doing right, bro. Update, Joseph, he got out of the hospital on April 2nd. I knew you told me that. and he got his own two, and then a new group home in Jackson. Well, hopefully they'll be able to take care of him, Mary. Love Joseph, man. He's a good kid. So what we're talking about here today is teams with great culture, teams that have great continuity with one another. They play team basketball, and they know how to win. 426. All right, just so everybody knows, for our bracket tonight, Miss Lauren O'Reilly, if UConn wins, Alex wins the bracket. If Purdue wins, Lauren O'Reilly wins the bracket. Two ladies at the top of the picks this time. Can't argue with that. Yeah, Farrell Payne and Connor Hickman. Yeah, dude, I love Payne. Look, fundamental, dude. I've been all over these kids. I feel like there's a few more that they should reach out to. But, if they have the scholarships available, they should fill that roster and let them guys play. You don't have to leave me alone. You're loved, Mary. Oh, dude, I really love Farrell Payne. There's a couple others out there that I really want to see, but I think they should fill them scholarships out, take a few grads so that they have plenty of scholarships for next year. But I think they should fill it out. I think they should and let the best 10 guys get on the floor, and I think they should let them go. How did we get to 3 fundamental? We had 7. I know it said 7 available scholarships. I may be wrong, and you're probably more right than I am, but there are 12 right now on the team. I don't think the walk-ons count against the scholarship numbers, though, do they? What's up, Matt? Good to see you, my friend. I'm torn today, by the way, you guys. As much I want the Big Ten to win the tournament, but I have my problems with Purdue as well. You know how we didn't get the 220 million that we were supposed to? Snowman's in the house. What's up? I'm having seasonal coughing, achy, stuffy head fever so I can rest, and I don't rest. Oh, so we have already tipped, and Smith is going to get to the hole, but it's cut off. I want to see some defense out here. I want this to be a 60-58 type of game. I wanted it to be beat up. Panther, you're here because you love me, bro. Edie and Klingon, man, look at that. Look at that D. Klingon got Edie off his spot and went straight up. Did not have to use any extra uh, energy there. He just played straight. He bodied him and played straight up. 7-2 is going to be a problem for 7-4, I think. And there's the deep 3 ball, no good. Yeah, Panther and Mark, you guys love each other. I can tell. You don't need Edie when you got Kaufman Wren at the other forward in there, and he puts in the baby hook. And there's the 3 ball for the Huskies. Spencer, lights out. Let's go. Jones was a really nice player for Purdue this year. Oh, look at that shot. That's an and one for Jones. Good body control. Never takes his eye off the basket. That's what I'm talking about. They're going to get Lawyer with the foul. Newton's going to go to the line. There's Miss Lauren. Yeah. You and Alex coming down for the marbles tonight. So far, everybody's spot on making free throws. That's going to be important too. Well, a lot of teams have gone to that 2-man game, and Spencer just juked Lawyer. Both teams are reluctant to make the mistake early. They're playing very concentrated team basketball, and Edie gets on the scoreboard with a hook. He's earning them, though. And there is a miss by Newton, and Purdue just throws it out of bounds. Everybody's got to loosen up and just play. It's very tense. Spencer is doing a great job of probing, and he dumps it down to Klingon for the dunk as Edie come over from help side and left him wide open. Spencer's been the difference maker thus far for UConn, running the point. And doing a lot of what Braden Smith does for Purdue, just doing it really well. Here goes Edie. Had good position, went to his left. Spencer's playing lights out right now at the point, making every right decision with the ball. And that was Klingon playing good defense. There's the outlet transition, missed the layup. Stephon Castles traveled there. He was a little wide open. I don't know. The question is one of these teams going to be able to walk away from the other? It's going to be hard pressed to find out. I Yeah, my internet is definitely having a struggle today. So this is not going to be a good night, obviously. My latency is at 376. What? Yeah, this is going to be a struggle today. A little blurry, but glad I'm here. Yeah, Angie, I glad to be here. Yeah, Steve, she's over there on It's Me Scurvy Y at the end. She's playing PGA with Leo tonight. She wanted to sneak in and out. She will be playing some golf. She's gonna force me. Oh, she's still here. You're way blurry. I know my internet's crashing again. I thought they had it fixed again, and now it's not. I guess I have to start calling and throwing a fit. It does, doesn't it? I can't fix it now, I don't think. What's up, Jim? And Edie gets the slam, and we're tied at 11. So far, Purdue is handling UConn's guards fairly well, except for the point. And there's Newton burying another triple. It feels like Connecticut's a little bit more in rhythm, and it feels like Purdue's just really trying to stick to a script. And there is Stefan Castle or Stephen Castle. He is Ja'Kai Newton's high school teammate from Newton, Georgia. The 13th is Saturday. Castle played amazing defense against Alabama. And Edey finally rejected Spencer. That was the first decision, and he does it again. I know he's getting fired up about a couple by blocking a couple 6 foot tall guys. He is 7'4". He should probably block a lot more shots. Both teams are using the two-man game with their bigs, and Edey just puts in another one. Just getting to the rim. UConn's guards are they're not stopping the ball. So the other part of that equation is UConn is refusing to double on Edey. They're going to let him go one-on-one with Klingon, but he dropped under with the shoulder there and gets to the rim. Tie ball game. Now they double when they switch personnel packages. Can Purdue make the three? It doesn't look like it yet, but Gillis gets the offensive rebound. I mean, both teams are playing well. Yeah, I like how Hurley takes Klingon out when he gets that first foul. I wish Woodson would do that like with Renew when he picks up one because they always seem to come in pairs. And that second foul is going to be instrumentally bad, so let him get a blow. How well do you think Edie's game translates to the next level in the NBA? He's obviously going to get drafted. He's going to have to be a little quicker with his shot. Not tough enough or physical enough to beat the size advantage. Yeah, especially when UConn takes out their bigs. I mean, it's got to be work keeping that guy off his spot, right? And you're only going to do it so many times. He's going to win some. But right now, he's got 11 out of the 16 points. The last 11 out of Purdue's 16. Do I think Bryson Tucker was promised a starting role? I mean, I would like to think not, but coach was desperate for a 5-star to fill that McNeely role, so he may not have been promised a starting role, but he may have been promised X amount of minutes. I like Tucker, by the way. I like him. What I like about him that I like a little bit more than I like McNeely is that he's more athletic and he has playmaking capability off the dribble. He may not be as good a shooter, but he does have a better skill set. Yeah, I assume that it's going to be Renew and whatever else they get as another big. Uh, Tucker, Mbako, and Galloway at this point. I can't imagine it being anything else. Gabe Cups is still going to be 6. Anthony Leal right now is still going to be 7. That they're using that mid range. They're not knocking them down right now, and Purdue's starting to get a chance to take a lead here. Wow. Wow. Blocks on both ends of the court. Get the transition stuff out of here. 3 ball, money. I love transition rhythm threes. Dude, I'm excited. I would be so excited over Payne. I really, really liked his skill set. Yep. I read an article today that the kid from Yale, and what about Perkins? Perkins and Galloway in that backcourt. I You just got to, if coach is going to have that many players, he's got to rotate them all and let them play. If not, he's going to have an unhappy bench, and then you're going to get what happened with Banks and Gunn. When they get in there on the floor, all they want to do is shoot. Honestly, I think coach would back Galloway back to a 6-man role, because why not? Yeah, they need to use some of the roster spots for the inside. Oh, Smith just goes to the rim strong, and we're still tied at 21. The way it all worked out, I'm really surprised that Sparks transferred unless coach kind of forced it upon him. Because the role would have been there for him this year as it stands. Liam McNeely to Duke sounds good. I'm still I'm still thinking Kansas, dude. Yeah, did you watch the McDonald's game? McNeely did not look good. McNeely didn't look good in the McDonald's game, and that's all other high school kids. I don't think he scored a point, if I'm not mistaken. Cooper Flegg looked like a boss. There is another turnover. Everybody's got active hands, and I think Purdue swinging the momentum with Smith. And I think that's their first lead. Yeah, Cooper Flegg looked like the part. Dude, where I live, all the Kentucky fans had been screaming for Calipari. They didn't like, these one and dones. They didn't like what he did. And they just sit there and they beat on him until he quit. Now they're mad that he quit. How dare you quit? It's so hilarious. Purdue's got a chance to extend here. What up, Mosley? Mosley says, let's go, Purdue. I'm sure Alex is. Oh, that's a foul. That's a travel. Represent Indiana. That's that's why I'm torn mostly. I would like to see Purdue win for the state, for the Big Ten, but part of me is glad that they don't have a national championship. So, how many of you guys watched the women's title game on Sunday? I got a question about that. How does that how does that Cardoza from South Carolina, how does she play with them long fingernails? Did you see how long her nails were when and she was playing basketball? You're right, it does, dude. Yeah, see, I'm the same way, Angie. I want the Big Ten to be prominent in basketball again, and part of me wants to see it happen. But there's another part of me that also wants to snicker. I mean, it's been since 2000, and Mateen Cleaves coming back from being hurt to will Michigan State to a win, and I cheered for Michigan State that day. It, but you know, I don't know if it does or it doesn't, but I watched her play. I don't know how she doesn't tear them up. I mean, them things look to be that long. I mean, I don't know how. And she always wears the makeup and she has her hair done just a certain way when she plays. I felt like that really bothered me in that game. Well, here you go. If Purdue doesn't win today, it might be a long time before they're back. They're going to be good. They're going to win games. They're going to be in the tournament, but getting this far may not happen again. Dude, if you go back and watch any of that game and just watch some of the highlights, you can see her nails. And there's an and one. Edie comes out of the game because of the altercation a little bit there and needing to blow, and Klingon just goes right to the rack. Edie will not be on that bench long. I think whatever happens today, I'm not going to be mad. That's going to be on Ren. Without Edie on the floor, Purdue looks pedestrian at best. And he is already coming back on the floor. That's all the rest he got. First, who I think is a pretty good player, is right back to the bench. Good defense there by Purdue. I don't think that's goaltending. I don't know what Hurley's after there. Schmiggles. What's up, Brian? It is 20. Oh, am I off on my? Hang on a second. Trying. It moved on me. There we go. 5:10 to go in the first half. It's been very, very tight. That is good defense. That's all Klingon has to do is just stay up even with him and not press him, but keep him away from that basket and go straight up. Kaufman Wren going balls to the wall there. He's a pretty good athlete. Oh, look at that. Nobody at home on the back door. Nice pass, reverse layup. That's probably UConn's biggest lead of the game right there at 5. On a 9-2 run. Let's see who plays the best down the stretch here. Wren throws up the air ball, but UConn loses it out of bounds. Smith just got burned by Newton. Castle to Newton. It's been a pretty good 1-2 punch for UConn. And that's right where they want to keep him, about 12 foot. He is his percentages go down. There's a deep three. That is out of rhythm. He shouldn't have took that shot. Purdue hasn't made a three. Purdue looks like Indiana this season. That's off. Yeah, that's off Lawyer's knee. Yeah, isn't that sad? Purdue looks like what Indiana looked all season. No three-pointers. Everything's in the paint. A little bit of dribble penetration. Anybody in the house, smash the like button today. As soon as we get it figured out, Alex and I are we're gonna rehash some of the content. Definitely for live streaming for the summer. Probably talk a little bit about everything when we get it going. I'm definitely going to work on video creation this year. Work on trying to actually build something and build an audience through video in here. It's been a challenge. Hopefully we can grow, find a few more just like you guys. So mostly, if you go back to what our origins when we started during the summer, we started right after an NFL season, and so we talked about the week in sports. We talked about news items. We talked about free agent signings. We talked about uh, different things with the OTAs in the NFL. We talked about the NBA. Uh, We analyzed, we just had sports talks in here, and there was, like I told you guys before, there was nights that it was just her and I sitting in here, and maybe one or two other people just having fun. And those streams are all still available. They are. It's a lot of fun. Lick the like. That it, Steve. Yeah, Rob, you can see me here. Rob, somebody told me that on your old computer, you need to clear your cache. You will have to Google that, probably. Clear your cache and log out of Google since there's no blocks, and then log back in, and it should clear up our issue. Clearing your cache might be where it's at. That might be where the glitch is. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you smashing that like today. National Championship Monday. Going to the settings on your web browser and to clear crack cache. Yes, sir. Rob is not the most technical savvy guy in this world, but Rob is a good guy. And just so everybody knows, our NCAA tournament challenge comes down to two: Miss Lauren O'Reilly and Miss Alex right there. If Purdue wins, Lauren wins. If UConn wins, Alex wins. Amazon gift card waiting to the winner. UConn's got a really big chance right here if they can put together a score. Castle gets to the rim and gets the roll. Stephen Castle gets about the 8-foot floater. Get him mostly. UConn's got their largest lead right now, and Smith does a great job of creating space and getting a 15-footer. Castle gets called for the offensive foul there. I love Hurley's facial expressions as a coach on the sideline. If he wouldn't have raised that arm up, he probably would have got away with that. Lauren, she's lingering. There she is. We got girl power in the brackets this year. They got it figured out. Did a great job of picking. And finally, Smith is the only person on the perimeter for Purdue to actually have anything going, and cuts it to two. And UConn's going to burn a timeout here as Purdue's trying to fire him up. Braden Smith is having that type of impact right now. He is that guy. Well, that was weird. I can't type. I just got bumped out on one computer, but not the other, so I know, bro. My brain is in the gutter all day long, Steve. And we're back. Dude, is it just me or does anybody else love Hank, the Buffalo Wild Wings Buffalo? Congratulations, Rob. I was surprised they still sell printers. Robert Dallas. Repeat which question, Steve? Oh, does anybody else like Hank, the B Dub Buffalo? I love that dude. I love the commercials. I like him. I like the Winnie the Pooh one. I like the about boxing out. I like the roughing the passer one for football. Yeah, his name's Hank, Steve. Let's go sports bar. Hey, what's wrong with your faces? UConn utilized that timeout here. That's their use it or lose it first half timeout to set a play. And that is a great play that's set, and Newton gets a floater. Purdue has no answer for that in the paint. Oh, Edie's got position. That's two. Oh, he doesn't finish. And that's a jump ball. Tampa Bay has a football team, right? Yeah, mostly. Alex was on top of the ship in Tampa Bay wearing a Kansas City Chief jersey. I don't think they don't allow people with visiting garb on the ship, but she made it. That's cool. And mostly we went with Rob that day to the stadium. So Rob went with us on the stadium tour. Me, Rob, Alex, and Shelby went. We had a blast. And I like these too. I like watching the college mascots dance and drive the cars around for Nissan. And then with Ludacris singing, I think it's pretty cool. I think those are cool too. Bite me. And there is a legend right there, Gene Cady. He got a Purdue sticker on his face. Oh, look at that block on the three ball. UConn using their length on the perimeter. 34 to 30, 120 to go. And that is another jump ball. And that is going to go back to UConn. 9 on the shot clock. UConn's got a 4-point lead, looking to get it in. 3 ball. So UConn's going to run the clock down here a little bit. They're going to reset with 10. Here goes Newton. Newton gets in the lane, puts it up. Edey affects the shot, but it's tipped up and in by Klingon. Yeah, that was a great day. There's a steal. And UConn's going to slow it down. They're going to try to hold it to as close to the end as possible. Man, a basket here for UConn going into halftime. Getting this over 8 would be huge. Three-quarter court. Oh, my God, that was close. Hurley and UConn go to half with a 6-point lead. I played ball in Indiana in 3rd through 5th grade, and it seems like possession was a new rule. Explain why they took away the jump ball, because I can't remember. I don't know either, and I really feel like the jump ball was a really cool play, because if you got on the floor and you were rewarded with your effort by getting a chance to tip the ball, and you jumped the ball at the beginning of the half, I thought it was a great idea, but I'm not exactly sure why they took it out, because the jump ball was always, it was kind of like a ceremonial play. It had meaning. I don't know that I like the possession arrow better or not. Yeah, see, here's my problem. The kickoff in football, the way it's going to look this year, it's going to look like a gimmick, and I don't like that. Uh, they they say they do everything to protect collisions, and I know that they want to promote more scoring, but at the same time, these guys are getting hurt at an incredible rate. I don't think their conditioning is what it should be, or they're not resting their bodies properly, or whatever. They get paid millions of dollars. I think the hits, you shouldn't have to take as many as that, but I still think that that's kind of the risk versus reward of getting paid that kind of money for throwing a football around. What did they do this year? So they've got it. So I think they're kicking from the 40. I think this is how it works. I think they're kicking from the 40, and they're going, and the ball, if the ball lands in between the 20 and the goal line, is where the catch zone is. The kickoff team cannot move until the receiver catches the ball inside in that area. So as soon as he catches the ball, he can run. So it's going to be more. It's going to be less sprinting downfield and more hand fighting to get off for a tackle. They think they're going to reduce the collisions. And so if you kick it out of the end zone, the ball is going to be penalized. You're going to be penalized. I think it goes to the 35 or something. Let me look it up. But it's the same rule that they used in the XFL last year. I'll read what it says. The new kickoff is dramatically different than the traditional kickoff. The kicking team will be ahead of the kicker. The majority of the return team is 5 yards away from the kicking team. And players cannot move until the ball either is caught or hits the ground. So it should be safer. But I think there has something to do with between the 0 and the 20. Yeah, it's well, Aaron, good to see you, my friend. And look at it like this: watching Purdue out there today looks like Indiana basketball all season long, does it not? Not much going on from the perimeter. A little bit of dribble penetration, and everything is coming from the inside. So it looks like what we did as a basketball team this year. The athleticism of those two guards, Newton and Castle, and the length that they possess and their defensive prowess makes them very tough. Although Braden Smith has played good basketball today, and Edie is going to get his no matter what. Uh, I think it's a hard sell for Purdue to win this game because Connecticut will hit that outside shot. In 1981, the NCAA changed the possession rule because jump balls uh, for favored the taller players. Hey, somebody did something for my benefit. The plays UConn runs take 15 seconds to set up, and it's crazy the plays they run. Yeah, the other thing about UConn's offense, if you notice, they don't put their head down. It's not individual orientated. It's about the best team shot. And I think that's old school basketball, but they play the two-man game very well, and their guards have great control. Newton, Spencer, and Castle all do a really good job of body control and not playing out of control. They keep their head up, and then they all defend really well. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, I think they're the deeper, stronger team than Purdue because Purdue doesn't have the bench. What's up, Rick? Good to see you, my dog. Alex has a golf channel. What is that? She's playing PGA golf. Yeah, you can't focus one guy on UConn. You got to play 5-man D because they're unselfish. They will take the best shot. They will work on it. You saw what Alabama tried to do. Alabama tried to force them into making Castle shoot threes because they thought that was the one guy that they could let shoot the ball, and he burnt them. Yeah, I don't. I hate the weave, honestly. Making halftime starry drinking grilled cheese. Panther, that sounds good, bro. You need to fix me some dinner. My scoreboard froze, by the way. Wonder how that happened. You know what? Fundamental. I still remember the offense that we ran in junior high and high school, and let me tell you, I think the offense that we ran then was a better offense than what I see than this 3-man weave. I know it's aimed to it really needs if you're going to run that weave, you've got to have somebody very active on the baseline and a post player that is very athletic. It's basically waiting for somebody to go to sleep on a switch on a handoff so that you can get dribble penetration. It's I like that offense if you're trying to burn clock. That's where it came from. Uh, Dean Smith in North Carolina, right? Going from that to four corners to burn clock. Yeah, Purdue's got to find a way to keep it close. So they've got to get stops on the defensive end. They've got to shore that up and play five men playing defense. And then what they're and I think Aaron hit it correct earlier. They've got to make some outside shots. They've got to force UConn to spread their defense a little further. Man, fundamental this year, I'm gonna force it up. Whenever all this is said and done and the roster is filled, I'm gonna start projecting what I think is gonna happen. But I love Farrell Payne, dude. That would make me happy. I think his upside is tremendous. Do you not have Alex's channel mostly? Hang on. Hey, all right. So here she is right here. She's playing PGA. Oh, thanks, Panther. You saved me. You read my mind. Stop by over there and see Alex while she's playing PGA 2K23 or whatever. Also, mostly probably dropped. Um, One of his buddies in there will drop them a quick raid as well. Say hi. Oh, maybe I'm on the wrong one. I don't know what's going on with my chat here. Yeah, you beat me to it. Yeah, she's over there throwing some golf clubs up, playing out a little bit, working her way back into this whole rhythm. We're getting it figured out. We're gonna have it back. Pretty good job by UConn in the first half, though. They really limited their outside shot. Um, I, Although Edie got his points, 16, did a really nice job on him. He did miss 5 shots. You told Alex that girls can't golf. Well, she's not playing real golf, bro. She's playing computer golf. It's PS5 golf. I'll give you guys something cool to chew on. I'm a left-handed basketball, baseball, every sport person. I throw with my left. I play golf ambidextrous. My clubs are all right-handed, but I can play left-handed. I hit the ball further left-handed, but I play better right-handed. It's the way I am. I've always been left-handed, but I play golf right-handed. It's the one sport that I would prefer play right-handed. Co-ed softball too, because I can hit the ball further right-handed for some reason. Look, they didn't. Duke just did not have. They didn't have enough to get by the energy of North Carolina State. Not had nothing to do with talent. North Carolina State was determined, and you just get the feeling that they wanted it more. Was the result of that game. Christian Leitner inbound versus Kentucky. Oh my God! Yes, I never in my life cheered for Duke until that point, that game. You know, I think it was Grant Hill that threw that pass. It's still one of the most iconic plays in NCAA history. My dad was right-handed, but always swung golf clubs and baseball bats left-handed. My sister is left-handed, but swings right-handed. Yeah, it's funny. Something about golf and softball. I played baseball too, but I didn't switch hit in baseball. I only played left-handed because left-handed, I was a drag bunter a lot of the times, and I was really fast. So I liked swinging, and I was a base hitter left-handed. But all my power came from the right-hand side. Panther, you just love you and Grange just love pushing each other's buttons, and you're the same guy, but just about different teams. You guys, and that's what I love about this. I love everybody's really passionate about what they love. Do you think, as a chat, do you think that the festivities of these games, the longer commercial breaks, the longer halftime, do you think it plays a toll on the players and how they play? Always liked Duke because of Coach K and Bobby Knight's connection. Yeah, mostly. I'm passionate about cheese too. Mark has one advantage over everybody else. That me, bitch. Yeah, see, absolutely. The tolls have to take break. Yes, because it's breaking up their normal flow of the game. Rhythm is so important. So that's why these timeouts are really huge. It gives you a chance to reset. Yeah, you're and you're right, fundamental. Edie's the one that needs it because he's the one he's the only guy out there that has to be on the floor. I don't think. Here we go. All right. All right, you two. Have fun. Just keep it fun. Hear you out, Duke 2025 National Championship. Listen, I love these guys because they are passionate, dude, and that makes me happy. Yeah, fundamental. Edie is really Edie might be a detriment to next year, honestly, because they've just he's that go-to guy, right? They've lived off of him. He's got uh, over 50% of their points today. Yeah, because fundamental. Everybody else on the floor for Purdue, who with Edie out of the game, who's the leader of that group? Is it Fletcher Lawyer? I don't think so. It has to be Braden Smith. Kaufman Wren is he only plays in spurts. Mason Gillis, no. Everybody else is just good ball players. Edie just kind of holds it all together. Duke versus Wisconsin. Everybody bailed from Wisconsin mostly. What's up with that? I just don't know how much he will be the guy without Edie on the floor. I think he's got the right skill set, and he's going to make them a very tough team in the future. But you get the right defensive player on him, and Shire should hire you as an assistant coach. It'd be good for you. Bullshit. All right, well, that long halftime is over. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's a quick foul on Klingon, and he holds on defense. If Edie doesn't score, Edie has 0 fouls. He does not foul. He affects a lot of shots though, and that gives UConn a 9-point lead. UConn's that type of team that anybody can lead them in scoring. Tipped pass. Dude, everybody's bodies are flying. I I just think, Angie, the one thing that Zach Edey doesn't do is reach. He doesn't really reach. And the ball slipped out of his hand, and that's another good defensive hold for UConn. Another three here would be huge. And there it goes. Oh my God. Whoa. It's my internet tonight, Colin. Something's wrong with it. It's hard to call when he's not super active. He doesn't move around a lot. He just kind of holds his position. And there is a transition basket. Smith cannot handle Castle down in the post. I want to see that again. Caravan gets the call there. Kaufman Wren not arguing the call, so it must have been a good one. Spencer gets it over. Newton for three. Dude, the ball is everybody's scrapping. Okay, so they call the block because he shifted over to initiate the contact is what they call why they called it. Looked like it could have been a charge. Yeah, I don't think Purdue can play an up and down game with UConn though, Lauren. Castle missed both free throws. That's not good. I really don't think Purdue can handle an up and down game. Oh my God! Who is that guy? That's a highlight. Heidi? Stephen Castle inside, tipped rebound. Connecticut's starting to really pound the boards. Bro, this kid Heidi for Purdue, there was a missed shot, and the follow dunk was amazing. Here it comes. Boom! Dude, he was way up. I don't think I saw him play hardly all year long. That was a pretty athletic dunk and attacking the glass. Colin says, I'm in Louisville. Sorry, that dunk made me quit everything for a few minutes. He was so high when he caught that ball and he put it back, and he was an elbow above the rim. His head was above the rim. Who is that guy? I don't even remember him playing hardly at all this year, or he didn't affect me in any way. That was nasty, bro. Straight up. You know what I just thought about fundamental? Are you still in here? I'll save it because I don't know that fundamental's still in here or not. But Angie is. I'm real excited to see how Ja'Kai Newton comes off his red shirt because he is got the body size for college basketball. 6'5", two guard. He's got the build, man. Here they go. There's a double on Edie. That's a turnover. You can smell the pixels from a mile away. Bro, I don't know if it's because I'm uploading to the internet right now. I am not sure, but I got 1 gig internet and it is horrible. There's a three ball. Oh, that was a good shot. Lawyer knocks it out of bounds. UConn's going to have a fresh 20. Oh, they got around Edie with the alley oop. Johnson's athleticism. This is what I fear about Edie at the next level. Oh my gosh, they're going to get Edie with a foul. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Hey, we're supposed to be upgrading here, and I'm just going to have to complain again. Used to be with these cameras would act stupid. Hold on. Another one. And Edie is not getting back on defense. He's not following his man. He's just falling asleep in the middle. And UConn goes up by 13. Oh, I didn't see it, bro. It moves on its own. See if that fixes it. Something happens with the screen. I don't know what it is. We'll leave it like that. Yeah, it, I got to find something better. No problem, dude. 12-point lead, 14-15 to go. Purdue needs to stop, and they need to get on a little bit of a run here because if they don't soon, it's going to take a lot of energy to come back, and UConn's letting it fly. It's kind of strange that the smaller lineup is giving Edie fits. He doesn't have the athleticism to keep up with the more athletic, smaller player. No, I know that, bro. And that's the talk, right? Is oh my god, looks like there's going to be goaltending. The problem there was the Smith should have made the layup. Spencer gets in the lane again, keeping this game at a double digit. Yeah, my internet is absolute garbage tonight. It's the worst it's been since. Ugh. Oh, there's Spencer, one of the smallest guys on the court, getting in there getting rebounds. Spencer is so smart with the ball. Oh my gosh, Newton throws it up and gets it to go. Man, I'm telling you what, 13-point lead, 12 minutes to go. I just don't see anybody else able to. If Edie's not scoring, Purdue's not playing. They're not scoring. Somebody has got to make a shot for Purdue or this is done. Wow. Yeah, that's the kind of guy you want on your team. Spencer is the dog. He's a dog, man. He always has his head up. He doesn't lose control. Yeah, Purdue has got to. Somebody else has got to make an outside shot for Purdue to even have a chance to get back in this. If not, they're just going to double team Edie the rest of the game. With Klingon in the game, they weren't using the double. Now they're just double teaming every time down the floor he gets the ball because nobody else has made a shot. And what the heck is with this being on TNT this year? Why in the heck is this game not on CBS? Airball. Braden Smith with the defensive play there. Effort. Oh my God, that's effort. And they're going to get him for steps. It looked like he shuffled his feet there at the end. Pivot. Yeah, just yeah. I thought it was CBS. I know Lauren said she couldn't watch it tonight because she doesn't have TBS. National championship games should be on public television. I know they own all the channels, but I don't understand why they would put it on a cable network. Also, why would you start your championship game at 9:20? Why would I mean, I know that the West Coast, I understand. CBS with with the True TV network and all that stuff, and getting to run all the other games. But I think the national championship. Yeah, I know. I'm blurry, JB. Good to see you, my friend. My internet's jacked up. Open three, dude. That might be one of the nails right there. Purdue is all out of sorts here. Connecticut's running, and UConn is going to use their athleticism here, and they're going to blow this thing wide open. Yeah, and it's hard to get a grip on that. A huge portion of the population is on the eastern seaboard, and a lot of kids don't get to see the game because of the late start time. But the West Coast, they're just getting home from work. So fall out on Prime. I mean, I get it. I see both sides, Mark, for sure. I get, and I never really thought about it since it is, a West Coast. They wouldn't play it. They wouldn't have played the game on if it was an East Coast arena at 9:20. It would have been like 7:30. So I get it. Didn't really think about it that way. They've got to optimize for what stadium they're in. With you, fundamental. Midwest is the best time. Yeah, Central. Yeah. She's over there playing golf. She probably hasn't been checked in here for a hot minute. Last time I checked, she was still golfing it. For real. Yep. It's amazing how that translates, right? Yeah. All they have to do from here on out is just trade baskets. They can feed Edie all the whole rest of the game. They need 3-point baskets to claw back into this game. Somebody other than Edie is going to have to bring them, help them. Because UConn's going to run 30 seconds down the floor every single time. They've got it down to 10. Here goes the offense. 3 ball. If that goes in, see it? Stephen Castle. Stefan. That outside shot, it knocks the wind right out of you when you can hit it. My gift card isn't enough for a microwave. Another wide open three is Purdue. Oh, it all but down. That's a jank call, but I didn't blow up your microwave. The only contradictory part to that is that you didn't sit there and watch it. It does smell horrible. Castle doesn't play like a freshman. Well, Angie, I'm telling you, you're going to see a very similar play style with Jakai next year. He's probably going to start out about a 7 or an 8 off the bench. He's very similar. He doesn't have the length. He's built more like, well, I'm trying to think who he's built like. Uh, on this floor tonight. What about trading? Well, the 24 class has only got one freshman right now, and that's Bryson Tucker. And I don't think he's a one and done either. Uh, I think he's got to put some size on. No, I ain't trading microwaves. I like mine. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, but he may be projected based on ability, but what it looks like right now is that he's still got to show that he has the strength to play, a strength to fight through Division I basketball. He looks a little bit thin. I'm not saying he doesn't have the ability. I'm just saying that he looks a little small. Lauren, make sure you drop me your email address that you use for Amazon on my Facebook. I will get your card out. So you're a guaranteed winner today. Man, I was really hoping this would be a lot closer game. You're most welcome, Miss Lauren. Oh, they got a little cute there. Got a little cute. There's an easy one for Edie. It's a 13-point lead. But that clock is the biggest enemy right now. It continues to tick. They get out of the trap. They're going to get it across the timeline. Oh, and they find the cutter, and Edie's too far away from the basket, and Caravan gets the dunk. 15-point lead, 6:55 to go. They can trade twos. Purdue has got to make some threes. There's a steal. Spencer is all fired up. What defense! That's a foul on Fletcher Lawyer. It's not over and back if the ball doesn't cross the line. They're going to burn the clock down every possession. There's Newton wide open. And Purdue is not crashing the glass. They look tired. He should. He's been, I know Newton's their leading scorer, but he has been electric this whole game. Not to mention Jones hasn't done much. Yeah, Edie finally fouled one out. Klingon didn't have to do a lot. He's so big that just play straight up on Edey and get him at about 10 foot out, and Edey's shot percentage went down a lot. He's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, he still shot 50%, but he's just barely over 50%. Would anybody be surprised to see Edey change his mind and come back to college? Yeah, I think it's his best opportunity to look like a great player. UConn is so disciplined, they do not attack the glass there with a 16-point lead. I'm pretty sure he's going to go. Spencer gets MVP. Anybody disagree? Yeah, I definitely would be surprised him to come back. Yeah, I still think Spencer's the MVP. Glenn Rice, 1989. That was a ball player. Yeah, discipline basketball. And I don't know why UConn shot that ball there with 13 seconds. UConn's depth has been amazing too. Yeah, Glenn Rice was definitely, he was about 6'9". He had a stroke that was unbelievable, real athletic. And he gets the foul on Edey. And UConn goes back to back. Yeah, last year, not this year, but the year before, Trace did a really good job on him. TJD's had a really good rookie season. His athleticism has been very useful in the NBA. Length and athleticism. I'm glad. I was really hoping that he would have an NBA career. No way. I wouldn't leave UConn for Kentucky, but $8 million a year. It, I mean, Kentucky's going to want somebody like that. Yeah, I mean that should be your philosophy, but money reigns supreme a lot of times. Steve, have a great night. I appreciate you for hanging out. Yeah, well, Bruce Pearl makes a lot more sense than Danny Hurley, in my opinion. Um, Honestly, I think that one's going to be real intriguing. I kind of feel like maybe Rick Pitino might go back. The fans always loved him. Um, Somebody like Sean Miller. Bruce Pearl sounds very intriguing because I'm sure Kentucky pays better than Auburn for basketball. I don't think Kentucky would go with a mid-major coach that had a great season. The way UConn has defended the perimeter too has been a testament to great hands. And Jones finally gets a layup, and Purdue has to burn a timeout. I don't think Jones has played. Let's see. Yeah, that's only his fifth point of the game. Yeah, I'm just trying to think who really fits that bill. And the guys, Rick Pitino. I'm just gonna keep saying the names: Rick Pitino, Sean Miller. Um, Bryce Drew, yes, or Scott Drew. I'm sorry. Drew kind of fits that. I would have said Musselman, but he already went to USC, right? Uh, Dana Altman at Oregon. Um, I don't think Kentucky fans would like him, but bring him into the SEC would be pretty awesome. Nobody's ever been able to lure uh, Few away. He would be high on the list. Yeah, see, fundamental though, I don't know that that's really a bad thing. I think that makes the case that if if Indiana really wants somebody, they just go buy that person. The alumni, the boosters will foot the bill for what it takes for a buyout. If there's somebody out there they really want, I think Woodson's contract is a top 15 contract, like 4.1 a year, something like that. You heard that right. 11 players on that roster for Purdue are from the state of Indiana. Home cooking, baby. It's what I respect. Yeah, if I hear it, he can't. They're in a dead time though. He can't. They can't recruit this week, so his visit's like the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. Hey Panther, watch your tone, bro. That's what they're going to try to get back to. I guarantee it. The fan base has something to say about it. Yeah, I really. Yeah, I mean that's not going to happen unless this year goes horribly bad. 2 minutes. Yeah, that's just it. Edie has it all for him. Press is doing Purdue no turnovers, so now they got a foul. Yeah, fundamental. I think Tony Perkins is in that mix. I really do. No offer from Indiana when he went out to Iowa. He makes a lot of mistakes. I think his size hides a lot of the mistakes that he makes. Purdue is calling him off, it looks like. UConn's fans come to their feet. Yeah, you're right, Mark. The business model that's created for the NBA doesn't really allow for that guy. Even the bigs from the past, like Shaquille O'Neal and even go back further to Ralph Sampson, they possessed some athletic, prowess about them. Um, Edie is just kind of a post player, and they can hit up till about 12 foot, and you know what's going to happen. They're going to double team him in the NBA when he gets the ball down there, and they're going to make him make choices. UConn's going to hold on for the dub. Yes, sir. I agree wholeheartedly. Purdue's going to get one last gasp here at it. UConn's going to get the natty. 75-60. Purdue's not even going to shoot the ball. You notice, hey, Angie, are you still here? And a fundamental, why did Ethan Morton not play at all in this game? Wonder what the deal is there. Because he played all season long for Purdue. See, I don't get that because he seemed like he was one of those guys that could come in and play defense at the minimum. They didn't have nobody to stop the ball today. Yeah. Well, I would say that they're going to be the favorite going into next season by far. Well, you guys are absolutely awesome. Much love to everybody here today. You don't think he matched up well with anyone? Yeah. Uh, I'm just saying, I seen him play a lot of they didn't really, UConn didn't really play a small forward in this game. They played mainly guards, and yeah, I guess that's fair. Fundamental anytime. I love the conversation with you, bro. Every single time, it's great. Jim, it's good to see you, my friend. Sorry about the internet tonight. I will have to get it fixed, but what the case is, uh, just keep the notifications open and check it out. Uh, I'm sure Alex and I will be in here for some draft stuff, talking football before too much longer. I'm going to do one baseball game a week. I just wanted to get through college basketball. Lauren, congratulations. You're most welcome. I'll send that over here shortly. You get, even though Alex actually won the brackets, you get to go in as the defending champ next year as she passed the reign. She's a quality kid. I love her. I feel like I did well there, so I'll take that. You're right, Jim. Much love, Angie. I thank you for being here. I love the conversation. You guys make basketball games that you make it all fun, and that's why I come in and hang out. I just wanted to talk tonight. I didn't care about anything else. I wanted to talk to everybody, so that's what makes it a blast. Um, just keep an eye out. I'll post something on the community tab and get this thing figured out. But we're going to talk a lot of other sports this summer. We will talk some NBA during the playoffs. We're going to have real podcast type live streams again. So no more college basketball for a while. Depressed. Uh, I love the off season stuff, but most college basketball talk will be in short regard. I will probably be doing more videos than anything this summer. But again, I want to thank everybody. You guys are flipping awesome, every one of you. Much love to you all. My internet is killing me. I'm going to close it down, and I will see you guys soon. Congratulations, UConn.